Hi friends, my name is Julie.
I'm Daryl.
And welcome back to our farm. Happy New Year everyone. As you can see, we have been pretty busy here on the farm, and today we're going to give you a quick update.
We also wanted to thank everyone for watching our videos. We're glad you're enjoying our content. So we've downsized our pig operation by quite a bit. We only have piglets left. They're between 6 and 3 months old. They're still in the same area that you've seen us set up in our How to Raise Pigs in the Woods video. And they're doing well. We've separated our remaining pigs into 2 groups. We had some uncastrated males and we didn't want any unwanted breeding. So we split them into males and females. We're gonna go over and show you the females now. So we put our female piglets in this old starter area that we've had. We'll be selling them to a fellow farmer here soon. We provided them with straw, given that this area is a little bit small for them. The straw gives them a nice bedding to sleep on and also something to play with. So pigs handle the cold really well. What they don't handle well is being wet and cold. So it's important to provide them some sort of shelter and bedding that they can keep dry in.
We've raised turkeys for Thanksgiving and that's gone great. This year we didn't really get our act together in time to do that, so we tried raising some for Christmas, and while we did sell quite a few that way, as you can see there are a bunch left. We didn't feel like they were large enough yet at Christmas time to process them, but now most of them are at the right size, and we're gonna end up breaking them down and trying to sell them as parts, which is something that we've never done. So we'll give you an update and see how that little experiment works.
In the meantime, we're dragging them up and down our pastures to get them fertilized and ready for spring.
Since the last time you've seen the chickens, we've downsized quite a bit. We're down to just one flock of about 2-year-old birds. They provide enough eggs for the winter market season when it's a little bit slower and to feed us. Similar to the turkeys, we're rotating their mobile coop through our pastures right now while the sheep and goats are off of them, and they're gonna help fertilize. While these old girls still do a pretty good job of laying eggs for us, they are getting to the age where we will probably either sell them or turn them into stew hens, and then it's time to start a new flock. Typically our lambing season is a little later in the year, more like February and March. But we started a little early this year, and so far things have gone really well. We do have a couple of bottle babies, but they're doing awesome. Right here is Estella, and she is definitely ready for her bottle.
So each year, each lambing season, we name our lambs all starting with a particular letter of the alphabet. And we started at A, and this is our 5th lambing season. So now we are at E. This is Elizabeth. She was first this year. She's about a week and a half older than the rest of them. After her, we had 6 in one day. It made for a very busy day. All right.
I think we're up to 16 lambs at this point, and they are all playing together and having a great time. mild winters here in North Carolina. As the weather gets colder and we have all the babies coming, we like to make sure that they have some shelter and that the moms have some stalls where they can spend some private time with their new babies to bond better.
During this time, we feed a lot of hay. So we feed a round bale of Coastal behind us. It's a large bale. We keep it all covered. That's what they get to eat continuously. And then, of course, we're feeding our brewer's grain, and we give them a treat of Timothy bales.
Having some sort of barn available and having the sheep all in a fixed area allows us to keep a closer eye on how the lambs are doing, treat mom if she needs any help recovering after delivery, and just do some more thorough health checks on the herd as a whole.
Also, during this time of year, we tend to have kind of wet winters. Wet and cold are really bad for the young lambs. And it's good that they have a fixed point to get shelter and get out of that wind and rain and stay dry and warm, especially in the first few days of their life.
Putting the sheep in this winter area also allows us to rest our pastures, which is really important, so that in the spring, when we do start rotating them again, there's plenty of grass. The grass isn't really growing really well right now, so there wouldn't be much for them to eat anyway, and they would really just do damage to the young growth that is coming up. This is another one of our bottle babies. She's only 3 days old now, and while her mom has plenty of milk, she lost track of her shortly after delivery. And we've tried for the last few days to rebond the pair, but it looks like mom's just not gonna have it. She actually had twins, and she seems to really favor the first one. So this pretty girl is just gonna become one of our bottle babies, and she'll do just fine. So just like the sheep, the goats are in their winter area, which is a permanent area that we set up around a shelter. Now, we don't really have barns on this property, so we sort of make do with what we have. And what we had was part of a broken down mobile home. And we've cleaned it up and made it safe for goats inside, and we've bedded down the rooms that are available to them. We were even able to gate off this area so that I have a private milking room. It allows me to separate the does that I need to without the rest of the herd bothering us. And I can keep all my supplies in here, which is really convenient. And we've also made use of an old covered porch to cover our round bale of hay.
Along with the round bale of Coastal, we also provide a bale of Timothy once a day to the goats.
This gives them a little more nutrition. We'll also supplement them with the brewer's grain, as we do most of the year, and a little bit of alfalfa pellets, just for some added calcium and protein. The goats love to make a mess of their hay bale. That's okay for us because we really want to bed down this area. This area is very weedy, and spreading some hay will deposit some grass seed here and will help improve the area. We're also using this to bed indoors and keep that nice and dry and fresh. So some waste is okay in this case. If I wanted to do a better job of preserving this hay just for food, I could cage it in a cattle panel or an actual hay feeder, and that would slow them down a little bit. But for right now, I just want to make sure that they have continuous access to some forage, and that's how we keep their rumen healthy. It's been pretty exciting around here with all the baby goats being born as well. This mom's pretty mad that we're holding her baby.
We originally shot this clip about the goats on Friday morning, but our camera died, so we had to reshoot it Sunday morning. Between that, we had little Elon and little Elvis born, and they're doing great. Little Elon has these waddles.
Just like his mom.
Just like his mom, and we're gonna give him back to her right now. She is not happy.
There. And then this is Elvis's mom down here. And they're both first timers and they both did great all on their own, which is what we want from our herd. Here you go, Mama. So this is the largest our goat herd has ever been, and by far the largest number of babies we've had born. So it's not that surprising that we've seen some more difficulties this year. We actually had one mother whose baby got stuck in the birth canal and unfortunately didn't make it. She did have 2 other healthy kids though, and they're doing great. And then one of my best milkers, Vivian, actually developed mastitis the day after she delivered her twins. But we've treated her with some antibiotics and some herbal remedies, and I'm working on massaging her udder every day, and she's doing wonderful as well. But every year there's new challenges. That's just part of farming. So that's how our 2022 has begun. Lots and lots of babies, and we'll keep you posted as more arrive.
Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see a more in-depth video about the way we raise our sheep, check it out right here.